Hello friends, welcome to my channel Essentials of Management. Motto of this channel is to evolve high standards of education and training of the subject management science in general and that of environment, health and safety management in particular. Dear friends, I am very happy to announce the new series, that is environment management. Now almost 5 months have gone by when I started my channel, and as you know, it is majorly devoted to environment, health and safety. We started with industrial safety management and occupational health management series long back, along with other different general management series thereafter. As I have emphasized in the motto of my channel, we will have a more weightage to environment, health and safety. Of course, we will look into the general management subjects also, but our emphasis will be more on EHS, that is environment, health and safety. The reason behind starting the environment management series late is because it is a very vast and intricate subject and no one can claim to be an expert on it. It's very vast and it touches many different boundaries. The frontiers of environment management science are ever expanding in terms of body of knowledge, technologies, and particularly the legal aspects are becoming more and more complex and are internationalized or globalized. Behind such backdrop, I was a bit hesitant to start. However, I have gathered my courage and decided to start with it. We will start with very basics of understanding Mother Earth, its environment and many aspects related to it, and we will try to delve into more intricacies. Friends, I hope with your patronage I shall be successful to some extent to interact with you about environment management. So friends, let us start with environment management series. We'll have discourse 1. In this, the topic is basic concepts and terminologies. We will have part 1 today, where we will discuss evolution of mankind and the thought of environment management, means how the thought of environment management was also evolved. So let us see evolution of mankind. About 4.6 billion years, means 460 crores back, the earth was born. The solar system was born. Simply put, evolution is the journey of development of a single cell organism to human society of today. So we are not going into the intricacies and the Darwinian postulations and all. We will just consider evolution as a development from single cell organism to human society of today. It is the origination of species by development from earlier forms, not by special creation. So all the species from single cell to today's human, they are evolved and they have developed from the earlier forms, and there is no special creation. So man is not a special creation, or anything in this on the earth is not a special creation, but it is a development of the 4.6 billion years. A million year back, so 10 lakh year back, some human like savage animal appeared. 1 lakh year back, it evolved into something which was similar to modern man. So our history of modern man is only 1 lakh year old. Just compare, the birth of the earth is 4.6 billion years back, and human appeared on the face of the earth, modern human appeared on the face of the earth 1 lakh year back. Now, very important stage in the evolution of modern man is that 15,000 year back human invented agriculture, which is the first form of intervention by human into nature, as agriculture brings in monoculture and nature believe in biodiversity. So human being started agriculture. That means he started sowing the different seeds and harvesting it. So what has happened? Just see, how is the agriculture? You will find that you sow acres and acres of, say, wheat or paddy or, say, sugar cane, isn't it? So it is a monoculture, that you are sowing a single same crop in a vast land, and maybe you are sowing it year after year. But is it the case with nature? No. If you go to a jungle, you will find that the adjacent trees are different. It is not the case that you go to jungle, you will find only single type of trees or single type of bushes. It is not the case. Only in case of forestation, what we have done, we have adopted the monoculture, that we sow the eucalyptus, or we sow or plant the trees of eucalyptus or the gulmohar, like that. But nature always believe in biodiversity. It does not believe in monoculture, and so this is first intervention of human being in the nature. Okay. Now thereafter a phase of environmental destruction started. Till agrarian society, the environmental destruction was not to the great extent. It was only the interference. After agrarian society, 300 years back, we became the industrialized society, which is destroying environment rampantly till date for its own benefits. An entire living, that is biophysical world, is at the receiving end because of it. So because of our economic activity, our business activities, our industrial activities in particular, we are destroying environment. And what is happening? All other species, maybe plants, maybe animals, they are at the receiving end. They are being destroyed or extinct. The terrible destruction of nature and the environment since last more than 200 years by human being has brought the world to the brink of the doom. So we are at the brink of the doom. If we continue like this, the day is not far. If really the end of the wonderful earth will occur, no other species on this planet earth will be responsible other than human. So certainly we are the culprits. So humans have always had a dramatic effect on their environment, at least since the intervention or invention of agriculture almost 15,000 years ago. Generally, the earth has accepted human interference till old traditional agriculture without obvious ill effects. So though it was an interference, but the old traditional agricultural ways or systems were not destroying agriculture, nature to that extent, and earth accepted that interference because it could adjust it. But today's agriculture, where we use the all mechanized objects or machines, and where we use the chemical fertilizers and chemicals to spray the pesticides. So it has got a tremendous ill effects on Mother Earth. The complex system that regulate the global environment have been able to absorb sustainable damage. So Earth can adjust itself. The nature can adjust itself if the damage is sustainable. But it have been able to absorb substantial damage, but it takes a very long period to absorb it, while maintaining a stable and comfortable home for the plants and trillions of life forms. So this earth system, the nature system, is complex and that regulate the global environment, and it was able to absorb the substantial damage which was done maybe more because of the natural disasters like the earthquake or the storms or the floods, but it was able to maintain a stable and comfortable home for the plants and trillions of life forms. However, industrial activities and wastes, acid rainfalls, desertification and large scale deforestation all combine to create environmental changes at a rate far faster than the slow cycles of planetary evolutions can accommodate. So what we are doing? The scale with which we are, creating the industrial waste and disposing it off rampantly, the way we are doing the deforestation, cutting the trees, and because of that desertification is happening, because of the industrial activity, the air pollution, acid rains are falling. So all that's combined together, the rate of change is so fast that nature or Mother Earth and its slow cycles of planetary evolution cannot accommodate that change. It cannot cope up with that fast change. Okay? Equipped with chainsaws and flamethrowers, humans can now destroy more forest in a day than their ancestor could in a century. Just compare. Because of the mechanized saws and flamethrowers, we can destroy jungle in a day, for which our ancestors and our traditional method would have required a century. So upsetting the balance between plant and animals, carbon dioxide and oxygen, on which all life ultimately depends upon, right? So what are the summary of the ill effects of destruction of environment? The effects of economic, business or industrial activities of human being are local, regional and global. We will see into the coming discourses what is the meaning of local, regional and global effects of the human activities. Pollution of environment, that is air, water and land. So we are polluting air, water and land, which are the three elements of the environment. Because of our activity, deforestation is occurring. Because of deforestation, there is a desertification. There is a salination of land because of the excessive use of the chemical fertilizers and the pesticides. And because of the air pollution, there are phenomenon of the acid rains. There is a depletion of biodiversity. The species are getting extinct. There are many species which were there previously have been killed or erased from the face of the Mother Earth because of our activity. So there is a depletion of biodiversity, and very importantly, all natural cycles are being broken. So there are different natural cycles like the food chain, the carbon cycle, the nitrogen cycle, the water cycle, the oxygen cycle. So there was a balancing. There was give and take in nature. Because of that, all these elements were being balanced. But all natural cycles are being broken because of our activity, and instead of cycles, either they are becoming unidirectional or they are becoming expanded or skewed. Health of animals as well as of humans is dangerously affected due to all types of pollution. Water and food scarcity is there now. If you are facing water scarcity all over the world to a very great extent, and lot many countries in this world are facing the food scarcity because all the land has become barren. Ozone layer depletion and global warming, change in weather and climate, and many more. So these last two effects are very, very important, and we will discuss all these effects in our coming discourses. So we are at the crossroads. Now our future lies in the thought of environment management. So what is the solution? So far we destroyed the nature, so far we destroyed the Mother Earth. Nobody can predict what lies in future as a certainty. But if we, the human being, do not stop or reduce our wants and greed, stop exploiting the Mother Earth beyond her natural capacities, very important thing I am talking about, stop interfering the sustainable and perpetual cycles of the nature by unmindful economic activities with a total disregard to other forms of life, the last day is not far away. The most favorite child of the Mother Earth is trying to convert it into a graveyard of all the living beings. To counter this destruction, some sane peoples have created and evolved a thought of environment management. So we all must adopt this idea of environment management and sustainable development to stop further destruction. So at one hand we have to stop the further destruction, and at other hand we have to adopt the environment management by which we will try to reduce the ill effects on the nature, and we must think about our future generation, and so we should go for the sustainable development. We will just try to define what is environment management and what is sustainable development. We will go into the details afterwards. So what is environment management? Environmental management is a multifaceted and multidisciplinary practice that aims at safeguarding nature from potentially damaging business operations. So it is a multifaceted and multidisciplinary practice. And it is for what? It is for safeguarding nature from potentially damaging business operations or industrial activities. It involves putting in place strategies to conserve resources. So there are natural resources which are limited, and so we place the strategies to conserve resources such as energy or water, and to reduce negative impacts of the environment by industrial activities. So this is the aim and the purpose of the environment management. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So what is the thought behind it is that if we keep on continuing depleting the resources, using the nature's resources which are not abundant, rather they are scarce, what will happen? We will consume all the natural resources and there will be no resources left for the future generation. So it is the thought that we should go for the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So we are going to think about the future generations, about their needs when we talk of the sustainable development. Sustainable development was first institutionalized with the Rio process initiated at the 1992 Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. Friends, before we delve in environment management and sustainable development, we must try to understand environment and its basic concept in further discourses. As I said in the introduction, at the start, at least for 10 to 12 discourses, we will concentrate on basic concepts, that is, what is environment, what are the elements of environment, then what is the importance of environment, and what are the different spheres in the environment, what is ecology, what is ecosystem, and so on. Okay, so my belief is that unless otherwise you understand the basic things about Mother Nature, about Mother Earth, there is no point in going for the environment management, detailing, and the further subjects. So friends, thank you for watching this video. Please resume viewing, and for that switch on to discourse 2. Here we will discuss about environment, its importance, and its 4 spheres. So friends, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you very much. Have a good day.